Over 4,000 years ago, on the banks of the mighty Indus River, an ancient civilization flourished. People who built well-planned cities, designed underground drainage systems, produced fine jewelry, and even traded with faraway lands like Mesopotamia. And yet, despite their brilliance, they vanished mysteriously, leaving behind only silent ruins and undeciphered symbols carved on stone seals. Welcome to the Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization. In this video, we will uncover the rise, the mystery, and the decline of one of the world's greatest lost civilizations. Stay with us till the end, because what you're about to hear is more fascinating than a detective story. The Indus Valley Civilization stretched across what is today Pakistan, northwest India, and parts of Afghanistan, covering an astonishing 1.25 million square kilometers. At its height, it had a population of over 5 million people, making it one of the largest civilizations of the ancient world. And here's the surprising part. For centuries, nobody even knew it existed. It wasn't mentioned in ancient texts like Mesopotamia or Egypt. The Indus Valley lay forgotten until the early 20th century, when British archaeologists began excavating in modern-day Pakistan. In 1921, they discovered the ruins of Harappa, and a year later, Mohenjo-daro. What they unearthed changed history forever. An advanced Bronze Age civilization that rivaled the greatest of its time. Between 2600 BCE and 1900 BCE, the Indus Valley Civilization reached its golden age. Cities were not haphazard clusters of houses, but carefully planned urban centers. Streets were laid out in a grid system, with wide main roads and smaller lanes branching off. Houses were built using uniform baked bricks, suggesting a centralized authority that enforced standards. Most homes had private wells, bathrooms, and even toilets connected to covered drains. Imagine this, while much of the ancient world struggled with sanitation. The Harappans were living in cities with plumbing systems more advanced than many medieval towns thousands of years later. The economy of the Indus Valley was based on agriculture, trade, and craftsmanship. Farmers grew wheat, barley, dates, melons, and cotton. The Indus people are believed to be among the first to spin and weave cotton into cloth. Their artisans were highly skilled. They produced ornate jewelry of gold and silver, colorful pottery, terracotta figurines, and intricate beads. The discovery of thousands of Harappan seals shows that they had a system of trade and identity, perhaps even taxation. What's truly fascinating is that their influence extended far beyond South Asia. Archaeologists have found Indus seals in Mesopotamia, suggesting a vast trade network where they exchanged goods like cotton, beads, and ivory for silver, tin, and luxury items. In fact, the dockyard at Lawful in present-day Gujarat is considered one of the world's earliest known dockyards, proof that the Harappans were also skilled sailors. But who were these people really? Unlike Egypt with its mighty pharaohs, or Mesopotamia with its kings, the Indus Valley shows no evidence of royal palaces, monuments, or temples. This has led historians to believe that their society may have been remarkably equal, with power shared among communities or councils rather than a single ruler. Their religion remains a mystery too. Figurines and seals suggest the worship of a mother goddess. Sacred animals like bulls, and early symbols resembling the Shiva linga. These hints suggest that some religious traditions of South Asia may trace their origins back to the Harappans. And then comes the greatest puzzle, their writing system. Over 4,000 inscriptions have been discovered, etched onto seals and pottery. Yet despite decades of research, no one has cracked the code. The Harappan script remains undeciphered, locking away their stories, laws, and beliefs in silence. Without this key, their history remains an unfinished puzzle. Each major city tells us something extraordinary about the Harappans. Mohenjo-daro, meaning Mound of the Dead, was one of the largest cities, home to over 40,000 people. Its most famous structure is the Great Bath, a massive pool that may have been used for ritual purification or community gatherings. Harappa, the first discovered site, gave the entire civilization its name. Excavations there revealed granaries, workshops, and advanced city planning. Dholavira, located in Gujarat, stunned archaeologists with its sophisticated water management system, including reservoirs, dams, and step wells, proving that the Harappans were masters at surviving in harsh environments. Lothal, another city in Gujarat, housed the remarkable dockyard, making it a hub of maritime trade. Imagine ships sailing from here thousands of years ago, connecting South Asia to the Persian Gulf and beyond. From city to city, one thing stands out. The Harappans valued organization, technology, and community well-being above all else. But then something changed. By 1900 BCE, the bustling cities began to decline. Streets emptied, trade routes collapsed, the script fell silent. Within centuries, one of the world's most remarkable civilizations had faded into obscurity. The answer lies in one of history's greatest mysteries. So what exactly happened to the Indus Valley Civilization? Why did such an advanced society vanish? Historians and archaeologists have debated this for decades. And while no single explanation fits all the evidence, several powerful theories have emerged. One leading theory points to climate change. Studies suggest that around 1900 BCE, the mighty Saraswati River, believed to have been a lifeline for many Harappan cities, began to dry up. At the same time, the Indus River may have shifted course, flooding some cities while leaving others without water. Another explanation is the weakening of monsoon rains. For a civilization so dependent on agriculture, a change in rainfall would have meant poor harvests, food shortages, and migration to more fertile lands. There is also evidence of natural disasters, floods in Mohenjo-daro, earthquakes in other regions. These events could have gradually weakened the social and economic fabric of Harappan life. In the past, some scholars proposed the Aryan invasion theory, claiming nomadic tribes swept into the region and destroyed the cities. But modern archaeology has largely disproved this idea. There are no signs of mass warfare or destruction that support such an invasion. Instead, the decline appears to have been slow and gradual, not the result of a sudden conquest. Most likely, the truth is a combination: environmental change, declining trade, shifting rivers, and perhaps internal social challenges. By 1300 BCE, the great cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro had been abandoned. What was once one of the world's most powerful civilizations faded into silence. Yet, though the Indus Valley Civilization disappeared, its spirit lived on. The Harappans left behind ideas, technologies, and traditions that would shape future generations across South Asia. Their expertise in town planning, water management, and drainage systems influenced later Indian cities. Their use of weights and measures laid foundations for trade that survived long after the civilization's fall. Cultural echoes can also be traced. The worship of fertility symbols, animals, and proto-Shiva-like figures may have influenced the evolution of Hindu religious traditions. Even their craftsmanship, beads, pottery, and jewelry reflects designs still seen in South Asia today. Perhaps their greatest legacy is the mystery they left behind. The undeciphered script, the unanswered questions, and the silent ruins continue to inspire archaeologists, historians, and curious minds worldwide. The Harappans remind us that even the most advanced societies can vanish, and that human history is full of stories waiting to be rediscovered. To truly appreciate the Indus Valley Civilization, we must see it in context. At the same time that the pyramids of Egypt rose on the Nile and the ziggurats of Mesopotamia towered over Babylon, the Harappans built cities of equal brilliance. Yet, unlike Egypt and Mesopotamia, where kings and rulers left behind names and records, the Harappans remain anonymous. No great leader, no epic poetry, no royal tombs have been found. And perhaps that's what makes their story so unique. They were a civilization defined not by one ruler, but by their collective achievements. A society that valued community over kingship, order over chaos, and innovation over conquest. The story of the Indus Valley Civilization is one of brilliance and mystery. A people who built some of the world's first planned cities, mastered trade, developed remarkable engineering, and lived in harmony with their environment. And yet they remind us of a sobering truth. Even the mightiest civilizations can disappear when nature changes or resources run dry. Their ruins stand today as silent witnesses, testifying to both the greatness and fragility of human society. We may never fully know why they vanished, but their legacy endures in the soil, the rivers, and the cultures that followed. Now it's your turn. What do you think caused the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization? Was it climate change, shifting rivers, or something else entirely? Share your theories in the comments side. Love to read your thoughts. If you enjoyed this journey into ancient history, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming documentaries on lost civilizations. Together, let's keep uncovering the mysteries of the past.